What's up, everyone? I hope you all are having a blessed and wonderful day. Uh, um, I just wanted to say be careful of the company you keep, whether it be a personal friendship or a romantic relationship or just screwing around. Um, I used to have a roommate. His name, well, I'm not going to say his name. I'm just going to call him K. I'll call him K for short. Um, I had a roommate named K. Uh, he was kind of a playboy. He had a lot of girlfriends, and you know, I just, it wasn't none of my business. You know what I mean? Um, that's his life. If that's how you want to live it, then let it be. That's how I saw. That's kind of how I looked at it. And there was this one chick he used to hang out with. She would come to our crib every now and then. I can't remember her name. It was an Indian girl. I can't remember her name. I used to see her all the time. He used to hang out with her all the time. Um, Now, according to him, they were just friends. Um, I think it was a little bit more than that going on between them. But I like I said, I don't really care. Um, but yeah, this girl would come over all the time, right? And one night, me and Kay, we were sitting down talking. I was bored this day. We were just sitting there in the living room talking, and he was telling me how that he's probably not going to be hanging out with her as much anymore. And I said, why? And he said, because he slapped her in the face. And I said, what? You did what? He was like, yeah, he said she was disrespecting me. And I had to put her in her place. And now, like I said before, man, this is during a time where I didn't know much about spiritual stuff, but I always had intuition. That's something that was always with me. And um, whenever I used to see this girl, I would remember wouldn't really say much to her. It was something. She is somebody you don't want to play with. You don't want to mess with her. She looked like the type of person, if you wrong her, she'd go home and cast a spell on you. And plus, she's from India. They're into that stuff. They worship. They believe in polygamy. Okay. I mean, not polygamy. Not. I meant to say polytheism, which means they worship several gods, and some of those gods just so happen to be gods of witchcraft. So whenever they need a crash course on how to learn new spells, they turn to their gods. And I remember I warned Kay about this. I said, listen, bro, um, I was already getting bad advice from her. I think you just made a mistake. I think you should not have done that. And he was like, man, I'm not worried about her. Um, he said, if she come over here, I'll slap her ass again. And I don't believe in stuff like that. Putting your hands on women, that's like weak stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's just I think that that's like a sign of weakness in a man. But anyway, but during this time, I used to, like I said, I used to just stay out of other people's business, even if they were doing things I didn't like, which was a smart thing to do because I don't get caught up in drama. Anyway, so he was messing around with this other chick. She worked at like the dollar store, and he was telling me about it and stuff, man. He was like, yeah, man, I want to marry this girl. I want to have kids, man. He seemed to really like her. He talked about her more than anybody. Like I said, this dude had a lot of girlfriends, and he never really spoke about them as much as he spoke about this girl this particular night. I mean, he was like infatuated with her, and I'm like, I'm curious to know who he's talking about because I know a lot of people. I know people that worked at that store that he was talking about, the girls that he was claiming to like. I told him I probably know her, and I asked her what is her name, and he said Ashley. I was like, oh yeah, I do know her, but I didn't tell him how I know her. Um, Again, this is why I try to. This it's a small world. This is why I avoid people. I avoid certain situations because you never know. This is the same girl. When I first met her, she was flirting with me, and she wanted to hook up, and I ignored her. I walked out the store. I didn't exchange numbers with her or anything, and because I already seen her before with somebody like a week before that, so I already knew what type of girl this was. That's why I completely avoided her. So, but I didn't tell none of him. I didn't tell none of this to Kay. I kind of just kept it to myself, the details. But I did warn him. I said, "Listen, bro, be careful with that girl. Um, you don't, you don't, you don't want to break your own heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell you really like her. You don't talk about nobody like this." And this dude had a lot of girlfriends. He didn't talk about nobody like this. I promise you, man. So he was like, "Man, I'm serious. I wanna get married. I wanna settle down with her, bro. I wanna live my life with her." I said, "You sound like a damn fool, man." And then he picked up the phone. And he called her, and he asked her, "What time are you getting off of work?" And I think he had her on speakerphone so I could hear her. And she said that I'm getting ready to leave now. And he was like, "You got a ride?" He said, "Matter of fact, stay right there. I'll come and pick you up. Don't leave yet. Don't leave." And she said, "No, I already have a ride. Don't come. My ride's already here. I already have a ride." And he was like, "No, please, just wait for me." And then he hung up the phone. And he looked at me. He was like, "I'm about to go pick her up. You want to come with me?" And I'm like, "Why does he need me to go with him?" I'm like, if she see us in the car together, she's probably gonna start feeling guilty and stuff. But at the same time, this is gonna be funny as hell to watch. I said, "Yeah, I'll go with you." So if she's still there, because I already figured that she already left. This person that she was getting a ride with was probably that same guy I seen her with. Once again, I didn't say anything. I just stayed out of it. So um, we get in his car and we go over to the dollar store. The dollar store is completely shut down. She was already gone. Just I knew that was going to happen. Um, and he was like, "What do you want to do now? You want to go back home?" And this was I wasn't really working at the time. I had got laid off because of COVID, so I didn't really have nothing else to do. You know what I mean? I had money in my account though, so I didn't have to worry about my bills. So uh, I was just chilling, and he was like, "What do you want to do?" He was like, "You want to come with me? I got somewhere else to go." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go with you, man. I got nothing else to do." So I already knew that he was going to check to see if she actually went home. I'm not stupid, bro. The way he was talking about her, yeah, he was big on this one. So uh, he said, "I'm about to go check on this other chick. I'm gonna see if she home." But I knew he was talking about her. I knew he was talking about Ashley. I said, "Okay." We went over there. Nobody was there. What a surprise! And he was like, "I guess we just go back home now." And I said, "Yeah, I guess." So we pull out of her driveway and we go and turn out onto the main road. Now, this is a little bit hard to explain. I'm gonna do my best to explain what happens next because um, this scared the bejesus out of me. I wasn't really scared. It just was. It was just. It was creepy. I don't know how else to describe it. So when we pulled out onto the main road, we're riding down the street, right? There was a cat. There was like a black cat crossing the street, right? Now, once the cat reaches the median, the cat reached the median, the middle of the road, and the cat stopped and it looked at Kay because Kay was driving. Kay was getting ready to pass right by the cat. The cat stopped, turned around, and looked at Kay and just dive bombed in front of the car. The car hit the cat so hard, man, you could hear the bones crunching. The car went completely over this cat. This cat should have been flat as a pancake. Okay? And Kate looked at me. He was like, "Yo, did you see that? Did you see that?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw it, man." The cat just jumped right in front of the car. I said, "I saw the whole thing." I said, "Yo, we need to stop the car. We need to make sure it's okay. You know what I mean? See if it's hurt." Yo, I was convinced the cat was dead. The way the car ran over him and the way the bones, you could hear the bones crunching and stuff. I was like, "Yeah, that cat is finished. There's no way that cat survived that." Yo, we get out the car. There was no cat, no blood, nothing. Not even a speck of hair, nothing. It had completely disappeared. Now, me and Kay, we both kind of looked at each other. We went back to the house, and we both sat down on the sofa, and we were speechless for like 5, 10 minutes. Neither one of us were saying a word. We couldn't believe if that just happened because there was no way. It seemed unlikely that a cat, if that cat did survive that impact, it seemed unlikely that cat was fast enough to run away without neither one of us seeing it because we stopped the car immediately. Um, we were speechless though about that. There was no words really. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking in my head, bro, like, yo, I think this is witchcraft, bro. I said, you should have never touched that girl, bro. You should have never hit her, bro. Um, like, bro, you're about to. I said you. I think you should call her up and apologize and fix. You need to fix this now, bro. And he was like, at first he was apprehensive. He was like, nah, I don't think that's what it is, man. It was just, he started trying to rationalize what happened. But at the same time, you could hear the fear in his voice, man. He had a feeling, he was feeling the same way I did. Like, yo, you should have never slapped that girl in her face, bro. Like, bro, because I was 100% convinced that that girl was a witch. And he made a mistake. And I had told him this. And he was just like, man, I don't know. He didn't really know what to think about that. Right? So, right after that, the next day after that, the whole front yard smelled like death. Like something was dead. Like a corpse or something. But there was nothing there. And it stayed that way for 3 days straight. For 3 days straight, it smelled like death in my front yard. For no reason. And then, after that third day passed, like, I want to say it was on that fourth day, it didn't smell like death in the yard anymore, right? And that was a relief. I was glad. I had stepped outside. I had to do some grocery shop. I had went to the grocery store. I went to go pick up some groceries from the grocery store. And when I came back to the house, the entire house was surrounded by crows. Now, all these houses in the neighborhood, there's at least 50 houses on this one block. And the only house that was surrounded by crows was mine. And there was no explanation for why the house was surrounded by so many crows. And they were standing still like statues. They wouldn't move. They were from the front all the way around to the back of the house. They completely surrounded the house. It must have been about 200 of them. Probably more than that. It was a lot. And I walked up, I stamped my foot down on the ground, they all flew away. I said, what the hell? Like, yo, I walked in the house, I said, Khalid, you didn't see all those birds out there? Because he was still inside the house. He was like, what are you talking about, man? And I could still see some of them outside. They were like hanging out on the power lines. The other ones flew away. I was like, look, I said, you see those crows right there? I said, those crows that you see right there, those three, were just in front of the house with 200 other birds. They had the whole house around it. I said, how did you not see this, bro? Did you not go outside today? He was like, nah, I didn't even see it. I was like, yeah, man. I'm like, bro, I had told him, I had warned him again. I said, bro, I think you should apologize to this girl that you slapped in the face. I think you really messed up, bro. Because these things that I'm seeing, I have never seen these things before. And I've never seen these things until after you told me the story about slapping that girl in the face. The girl, I always knew something was wrong with her, bro. I would never sit down and talk to her. Whenever I seen her, oh, what up? How you doing? And I'll go in my room. I won't speak to her really. That was his friend. That wasn't my friend. Now, I don't know what she did that was disrespectful, but he should have just let it go, bro. So the moral of the story is, man, yo, you better recognize evil. Because witchcraft is evil. Even if she claims she is a good witch, no, she's not. She don't know what she's talking about. You don't draw a contract with Satan and then call yourself good. The hell is the matter with you? These people are out of their minds, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm not sure if Kay ever fixed that relationship with her, but I hope he did, man. But one thing for sure, not long afterwards, he moved out of the house a few weeks later. And I asked him, why is he moving out? And he told me he was laying in his bed and he said he felt someone's hand grab his leg. And this is not something that Kay is the type of person, he isn't superstitious, he isn't spiritual, or nothing like that. Now, he comes from a Muslim family, but even that, he was leading a very sinful life. He wasn't really into Islam as heavy as some other people would be. You know, his whole thing was girls, girls, girls. That's all he wanted to. That's all he liked to do, man. Hang out with girls all day, sleep around with all these different women. But he messed up with that girl, bro. When I remember the first time I seen her, I didn't want to talk to her. I was like, nope. And he told me her name. Even now, I still don't remember her name, bro. That's just how little interaction I had with her. I always avoided her, bro. I could tell something was off about her. I felt it in my spirit. Yeah, but like I said, the more it's said, be careful, man. You never know. You might be dating a witch. Study to show thyself approved. The Most High will guide your footsteps. And he'll tell you about some of these people, man. He'll give you a warning before time. Before she gets a chance to sink her teeth into you. You never know, man. You can end up dead out here, man. Slapping one of these witches in the face. That's a no-no, man. That's like wish for death, man. You don't want to be putting your hands on a witch. And she might forgive you a couple of times, but after 2 or 3 times, I'm telling you, she's going to go to that spell book, bro, and there's going to be nothing you can do. If you don't have a relationship with the Most High, you're going to be out back, bro. That chick is going to kill you. She's going to actually succeed in killing you, bro. Because you're not wearing any armor. It's important to be clad in armor, man. The armor of the Most High. It's important, bro. It protects you from these type of entities. They're not human, bro. So when you're dealing with something that's not human, you need supernatural protection. You need the armor of the Most High, bro. You need that Excalibur sword to fight back. Yo, just just think about what I'm saying, yo. Watch out, yo. They out here. They don't call this a land of the free for no reason. These demons are roaming around freely. That's why they call it the land of the free. You're free of God. The only God they trust is Samael, aka Uncle Sam. Oops. Let me not say too much, because they might block me again. So next time, folks, take care of yourself. Peace.